always asking me to keep. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video was highly requested. I've gotten a lot of questions on like how I grew my hair out so fast, how I grow it out healthy, and just tips on growing your natural hair in the best way possible overall. So today I have 5 major keys for you guys and also 5 little secrets on how I grow my hair out. I want to get into details, so let's go ahead and get right into the video so I'm not talking for too long. Okay, so let's start off with major key number 1.
Major key alert. Oh, we good now. Major bag alert.
Scalp health is a major key, and I think it's pretty clear why it's really important. Your scalp is literally where your hair grows from. It is the root of the determination of if your hair is going to grow out healthy or not so healthy. Honestly, it's really easy to maintain good scalp health. Whether your hair is dry or oily, or if you have straight hair, if you have curly hair, you need to always make sure that you at least clarify your hair once a month. Now, I know most curly girls are about that co-wash life, but co-washing only really helps to retain moisture in your hair, not in your scalp. It doesn't cleanse the scalp as well as it needs to be cleansed, especially when you have a lot of product buildup or if you've had on a protective style. It's just really important to at least use a clarifying shampoo at least once a month, once every 4 weeks. I have 2 favorite clarifying shampoos I want to show you. Y'all know I'm a Shea moisture girl till I die, so both of the shampoos that I really love for clarifying my hair are the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Grow Shampoo with apple cider vinegar and the African Watermelon and Ginger Detox and Refresh Gentle Shampoo. Both of these are amazing for cleaning the scalp without drying out your hair. And of course, after you clarify your hair, you have to condition afterwards anyway. So you want to make sure that you replenish the moisture that you may have lost from, doing a detox or a clarifying shampoo like these. So for each major key, I'm going to give you guys my personal secrets and how I incorporate it into my hair routine. So for scalp health, my little secret is I like to do scalp exfoliators, DIY scalp exfoliators. I can do a separate video on how I make this DIY exfoliator, but I just want to tell you guys what's in it and how I do it. So I usually take one of these 2 shampoos. You can use any clarifying shampoo that you like. And then I add a little bit of sea salt, tea tree oil, castor oil, and coconut oil. And I basically mix that up. And the sea salt, along with the oils and the shampoo, will really help to exfoliate the skin. Not the skin. It helps to exfoliate your scalp. It just feels so good. And it really helps to relieve any dead skin cells that you have on your scalp to like open it up so that your blood will start flowing and your hair will grow a lot faster as well. And like I said, I'll do a separate video on that. So now let's move on to major key number 2.
Major key alert. Oh, we good now. Major bag alert.
Constant moisture is a major key for several reasons. Naturally kinky, curly, coily hair, all of our different types of natural hair, we have drier hair than other types of hair. Also, the tighter your curl pattern, the more fragile it may be. The only way to keep our hair nice and thriving and healthy is to keep it moisturized all day, every day. Dry hair breaks, so you have to be very careful when handling your hair when it's dry, especially when it's not moisturized. So when I say dry, I mean like not wet. And then if it's dry and it also doesn't have any moisture, it's like you're just asking to break off your hair. So after you wash your hair and whatever, I would highly suggest to never skip the leave-in conditioner step. Even if you are doing a wash and go and you have like a styling product that you want to use, always put on a leave-in conditioner first and then put on your moisturizer or your butter or your gel or whatever you're using to style your hair. You may think that your curly custard or whatever is doing its job on its own, but I can almost guarantee you that it's not. No matter what the product, I don't care if it says extra moisturizing hair gel, no. Put on a leave-in conditioner first just to give your hair a nice base and a lot more moisture than you would get just from one product. Especially with kinky or coily hair, it's like so important to layer your products. And of course, focus more on your ends when applying product because that's the hair that is the oldest, it's the driest, and it's the most fragile. It's also obviously more prone to split ends. So always focus all of your moisturizing products on the ends. So this is my secret to moisture. I have a few secrets to moisture retention. I do have a totally separate video all about maintaining moisture in natural hair. It's very detailed and you should definitely check that out if you haven't already. But my personal secret for this tip is Jamaican black castor oil. Oh my god, it has really changed my life, like for the better. I use it every chance that I get. I'll add this to my deep conditioner. Sometimes I do random hot oil treatments with it. I use it as my oil in my lock method, which has really helped to enhance my twist outs. I'll even use it under my styling product for my wash and goes. I put it on my scalp. It's just thebomb.com. It's great for moisture, it's great for elasticity, it's great for shine, and then it also stimulates hair growth in your scalp. Like, it's a 2-in-1 oil. It is by far my favorite natural oil. In my opinion, coconut oil and olive oil have nothing on castor oil, okay? Nothing. Try different things with it. I promise you'll see a big difference in the amount of moisture that your hair retains if you add a little bit of castor oil to your hair routine. Moving on to major key number 3.
Major key alert. Oh, we good now. Oh, we good now. Major bag alert.
Okay, major key number 3 is I feel like the biggest key that has helped me throughout my journey. You have to be smart about how you're applying heat to your hair, because I know you're not going to just not put heat on your hair. That's like, it's like every natural girl's dream to never put heat on their hair, but you're not going to do that. So I want to make sure that you know what you're doing when it comes to applying heat to your hair, so that way it won't get in the way of your hair journey. Now, naturally curly hair hates heat, obviously. It literally already does what it wants, so what makes you think that it wants to have 2 hot plates squeezing it together and putting it out of its form? It doesn't. And if you're constantly doing that, your hair is going to get pissed off and it's going to show it. Now, different types of hair react differently to heat. So let's talk about the different factors that may determine how well your hair may or may not withstand to heat. If your hair is already colored a lot or straightened a lot, it's obviously not going to react to more heat in a good way. If you do not take care of your hair in its natural state, like deep conditioning every week, moisturizing, etc., it will also not be strong enough to withstand a lot of heat either. And of course, if you don't use a heat protectant before you straighten your hair, it's not going to withstand heat as well either. No heat is best for all curl types. Your hair will literally love you if you avoid heat 100%. But like I said, no one's going to do that. So you really have to take care of your hair while it's in its curly state. So that way when you straighten it, not only will it be strong enough to withstand the heat, but it will also look a lot healthier and a lot better. So of course, when you straighten it, you don't want to go over each piece 100 times. You want to use a good heat protectant, and you want to make sure that your hair is prepped. And let me tell you what I mean by prepped. You don't want to just throw the heat on your hair and expect it to just bounce back. You have to wash it, condition it, and deep condition it with products that are going to help your hair get ready to have heat put on it. Let me tell you guys my secrets. So before I straighten my hair, I always wash it with a clarifying shampoo of some sort. I usually just use, my favorite one, the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil one. And this is actually specifically for chemically processed, natural, color treated, or heat styled hair. So it's going to help to strengthen your hair a little bit before you put the heat on. And then after I shampoo with that, I don't have a few of the other products that I usually use to straighten my hair because I left them at home to force myself to not straighten my hair. But I'll usually condition with the Organix Keratin conditioner. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so amazing. It adds a lot of moisture to your hair. It has a lot of great ingredients in it, like keratin, coconut oil, and stuff like that to help smooth your hair and get it ready to have the heat put on. And then after I condition and detangle my hair with that, then I'll go in with my Carol's Daughter Cupuacu Anti-Frizz Smoothing Hair Mask. I know that you guys have heard me talk about this before. If you watch me, you know this is literally my holy grail for when I straighten my hair. Not only does it help with anti-frizz, but it's also heat protectant. So it's a rinse out deep conditioner, and it looks like this. It's really, really thick. Smells like heaven, and the smell lingers on your hair even after you wash it out. And this really makes a difference also in how long my hair stays straight. It helps to keep your hair straight for 72 hours or something like that. It really does. It's amazing. So after I use this and I rinse it out, I use my Living Proof Style Primer. I don't have that with me either, but I'll put a picture, of course, on the screen so you can see what it looks like. And that's basically another heat protectant. I just like to use that. It helps to straighten my hair a lot easier, and it also makes my hair come out a lot shinier. And then I'll also use another heat protectant. It's actually discontinued at this point, so I'm using it sparingly. It's the Carol's Daughter Macadamia Heat Protectant Serum. Oh my gosh, another favorite. But like I said, it's discontinued, so I can't even recommend it to you guys. But honestly, any heat protectant is better than nothing. I'm not really picky on what heat protectant I use. I usually just use the macadamia one because I feel like it helps to smooth my hair out. I'm so sad that I can't buy it anymore because I don't know what I'm going to use once that's gone. But anyway, the point is, my secret is I always make sure that my hair is nice and hydrated, it's nice and heat protected, and nice and ready to be straightened before I straighten it, so that way I can withstand as much heat as possible. And of course, I always take care of my hair in its natural state so that it's nice and strong and healthy as well. So moving on to major key number 4.
Oh, we good now. Oh, we good now. Major bag alert.
Low manipulation is the keyest. Wait, I was trying to say it's the keyest of the keys, but that doesn't make sense. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's an important key. Along with applying heat to your hair, combing, brushing, styling, all that extra stuff that you do to your hair, especially if you have a tighter curl pattern, you may want to limit as much manipulation as possible. Like I said earlier, your curls are going to be a lot more fragile. Especially daily styling, if you can go like 2 to 3 days without touching your hair, that would be like ideal. I highly suggest throwing away your favorite combs or brushes or whatever and start using your fingers. If your fingers don't work well for you on their own, you can use a comb, but just be very, very gentle. Always start at the ends and work up to the roots. Hopefully you guys already know that. Doing the reverse is a big no-no, and you'll get tangles and breakage and it's just not fun. Protective styling is also another great way to reduce manipulation. Fun natural styles like braid outs and twist outs and stuff like that eliminate the need for you to put a lot of manipulation on your hair daily. You can wear your hair in like the twists and the braids for like 2 or 3 days and then take it out and you'll have a nice low maintenance style. You can also wear weaves, braids, twists, Havana twists, locks, anything to reduce as much stress you're putting on your hair. The thing about weaves though, which I know are like everybody's favorite protective style, you kind of risk getting heat damage on the front where you have your leave out. So if you do get a weave, I would highly suggest either not applying too much heat to your leave out or not having leave out at all. Get a closure, wear wigs. I just don't recommend weaves with a lot of leave out for a protective style because it's not really protecting your entire head. And then you'll just have this damaged part in the front of your hair and then the rest of it will be nice and curly and it'll make you sad. So my secret for this tip is that I only detangle my hair 1 time a week. I also always wear a satin bonnet at night to protect my hair. I don't have a satin pillow, so if I were to just lay on my pillow without a satin bonnet, it would tangle and break and everything. Also, if I do twist outs on my hair, I only retwist it once a week. And also, I wear braids a lot. I love braids. They're a really good protective style. So last but not least, let's move on to major key number 5.
Major key alert. Oh, we good now. Oh, we good now. Major bag alert.
So this last key is going to be your results of a combination of all of the keys. Obviously, retaining length is going to be the best way for you to grow your hair. So you have to stop cutting it. This is something that I struggle with because you guys know I always cut my hair. But if you get scissor happy or if you're just like free for all when it comes to cutting your hair, you gotta stop that. Like I said, I struggle with this because as soon as I see any type of dead end, I want to cut it. I also rarely like my hair and my face, so short hair just kind of works better for me, even though I do want to grow my hair out. But anyway, you just want to make sure that you're keeping your hair nice and healthy with all the above tips. And this is really going to help you to retain length. My secret for this key is, again, Jamaican black castor oil. This stuff is going to keep your hair nice and strong and resilient. And on top of that, it also really helps with split ends. And so that way you won't have to cut your ends or get trims as often. So you'll be able to see your hair grow more. It also really helps to thicken the hair. So it won't break as easily. Coconut oil is also really good for this tip because it helps to prevent protein loss in the hair so it won't break as easily. Basically, you want to do things to your hair that are going to help to strengthen it so that way it won't break, so that way you'll retain length. And the best way to keep your hair nice and healthy and strong are to follow all the keys that I already mentioned. You can also do protein treatments. 2 of my favorite protein treatments are, of course, the Organix hair The Organix hair mayo, that's a really good cheap one. And then also the Apogee, really, really good for fixing any damage that you have in your hair. Both of these you can use as a deep conditioner. I wouldn't use it every week because protein can actually weaken the hair if you use too much. I would actually only recommend doing a protein treatment once every 2 weeks, depending on how damaged your hair is. If it's more damaged and you think it needs more strength, then you can do it every week, but that might be stretching it. And you basically do deep treatments the same exact way that you would do a deep conditioner. You just put it in your hair after you've washed it and conditioned it and then rinse it out. And it just helps to rebuild strength in the hair. So those are all of my major keys for growing out nice, healthy, and strong hair. Like I said, I will be doing more specific videos on certain secrets that I have, so that way you can understand them a little bit more in detail and you can see how I do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that it helped you out. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and follow me on all of my social media accounts. I'll put my Snapchat right here because that's my favorite. That's my favorite social media network of all time. If you follow me on there, then you know that I'm always posting and I love it so much. So follow me. And I also want to see the Snapchat gang below too, because I want to see like who actually watches my videos from my Snapchat. Okay, let me stop talking. Peace out, Daisy Nation.